Heraclitus and Pamenides both agreed that the world could be reduced to one thing, but they came to a fundamental disagreement about what that one thing was. Heraclitus thought that everything was made of fire, because a fundamental property of the universe was that everything was always changing, and the only other thing that he could think of that was always changing was fire. Fire then became the uncaused source of change in the universe and the incarnation of the will. Essentially, fire was God. Parmenides couldn't disagree more. In fact, he thought the entire idea of change was impossible, and the world was basically a huge, unmoving, solid chunk of stuff. Every event from the beginning of time to the end of time is set. Just as the past is unalterable, so is the future. This means that there is no change, and this is called fatalism, and combined with the idea that every event is caused by a prior event, we get determinism. The thing about determinism is that it's mostly incompatible with the idea of free will. The determinist therefore makes a bold claim that free will, the idea that we are in any way in control of our actions, is a total illusion, because every thought we have is as much subject to cause and effect as the movement of billiard balls on a pool table. The opposing view, which argues that we do have free will, is called libertarianism, but despite the fact that all experience attests to the existence of free will, nevertheless it's the libertarians who have a more difficult argument to make, because free will seems to require something like Heraclitus' fire to be possible, an agency or source of influence lying outside of causality. This is often mocked by determinists as the little gods hypothesis, the idea that we ourselves are unmoved movers who can kick off a chain of events without being subject to the laws of causality, which is a power that absolutely nothing else in the universe appears to have. Even though the philosophies were in direct opposition, Parmenides and Heraclitus were both named by Plato as among the wisest of the early Greek philosophers.